Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something really frustrating that a lot of businesses are hitting in 2024. It's this generative AI paradox.
Mhm.
Companies are pouring tons of resources into pilots. They're seeing these amazing results in the lab environment, transformative stuff even.
Right.
But then it's like they hit an invisible wall. We're calling it pilot paralysis.
Yeah.
And if you spent the last, say, 6 months showing off fantastic pilot results only to just slam into that wall, well, you know exactly how painful this is.
It really is. It's this kind of Gen AI divide. And there's a stat out there, I think from MIT, that's just brutal.
Right.
Only about 5%, just 5, of enterprise AI pilots actually manage to scale into production.
Wow, 5%.
Think about that. 95% just fail.
Wow.
They fail to make that jump from being a cool demo to, a tool that actually works day in, day out in the business.
So that's our mission today then. Figure out how to beat that 95% failure rate. How
Yeah.
to get from pilot paralysis to, well, real automation across the company.
Exactly. Let's figure out the fundamental solution here.
Okay, so let's unpack it. Why? Why do these successful demos just fizzle out in the real world? The consensus seems to point overwhelmingly to one thing: the data mess.
The data mess. Yep. That's usually it. Customer info is scattered, right, across CRMs, ERPs, countless other systems, all those legacy silos we know and love.
Huh, right. And even basic definitions aren't consistent. Like, what counts as an active customer? Ask marketing, ask sales. You might get two totally different answers based on their own metrics.
And that's the killer. Because when you feed that kind of inconsistent, fragmented data into a powerful Gen AI model, well, the output is just not reliable.
Okay.
The AI might give you conflicting results or make recommendations based on old info, or even worse, it hallucinates answers.
Hallucinates, which kills trust instantly.
Instantly. You need reliable, verifiable data. It's the absolute baseline requirement for Gen AI to be trusted. Everyone agrees on that.
And there's another layer to this, isn't there? This sort of hidden cost that builds up from just trying to patch things together for the pilot.
Yes. The AI debt. That's what we call it.
AI debt.
It's this secondary problem. You create all these temporary one-off data connections just to feed the pilot. But what you're really doing is building this tangled web of custom code.
Which sounds like a nightmare to manage.
It is. It's impossible to maintain properly, impossible to govern, definitely impossible to scale. And this debt, it slows down everything else you try to do later. Every time you want to innovate or tweak something, you're digging through this mess, risking security, risking compliance.
And that explains why, despite all the pilots, we haven't seen huge structural shifts in most industries, right? This debt holds things back.
Precisely. 7 out of 9 major industries haven't seen real transformation because of this underlying issue.
So, okay, if the data's the problem, why not just integrate the systems better? Isn't that the obvious fix?
Well, that's where people get tripped up.
Yeah.
Standard data integration. It only gives you connectivity. It connects the AI to the data source, sure.
But that's it.
That's it. It creates these little pockets of intelligence. We sometimes call them AI islands. They're smart, maybe, but totally disconnected from your actual core business processes.
Ah, the integration trap. Okay, I see. Like, your integrated AI flags a high-value customer who might leave. Great insight.
Right.
But in an integration-only world, the system spits out a report, and then a person has to read it, log into the CRM separately, and manually kick off some retention effort.
Exactly. You haven't automated anything meaningful. You've just created a new, slightly smarter manual task for someone.
So integration isn't enough. We need to bridge that gap, the one between the insight and the actual action.
That's where orchestration comes in. Orchestration is like the essential smart layer. It picks up right where basic integration stops. It connects the insight directly to automated actions because it controls the whole workflow end to end.
Okay, now that sounds like real automation. True hyper-automation.
Think about that same at-risk customer scenario, but with orchestration.
Okay.
The AI spots the risk, but instead of just a report, the orchestrated system automatically sends an alert to the right sales rep, automatically logs a retention task in the CRM, and even drafts a personalized email ready for review.
So the AI goes from just analyzing to actually doing things, becoming an active participant.
Exactly. It becomes part of the process. And we see that companies thinking that orchestration at an enterprise level, they scale way more successfully.
But hang on, this sophisticated orchestration, it still needs good data, right? You can't orchestrate garbage.
Absolutely not. It all falls apart without high-quality data. The foundation has to be what we call a data fabric.
A data fabric.
Think of it as the single source of truth, clean, consistent, trustworthy data that all your applications and AI models can rely on. Unified data isn't optional here, it's fundamental.
Got it. So you need that solid foundation, maybe a central hub or platform that cleans up the data mess, consolidates it.
Yes. And critically, allows you to embed the AI models directly into those core processes. So when an insight happens, the automated action is triggered immediately across whatever systems are needed.
And that combination, clean data fabric plus smart orchestration, that's what shortens the path from pilot to production, gets you value faster.
That's the key takeaway. That's how you escape pilot paralysis. Clean, unified data from a data fabric combined with intelligent orchestration automating processes end to end.
So for everyone listening, it sounds like the shift needs to be away from just running more tests, more cool demos,
Right. Stop just running experiments.
and start engineering the delivery of value at scale. That's how you turn AI from just a technology into, well, a real engine for business growth.
That's the goal. So the question for you is, are you still just running tests, or are you actually automating your path to scalable growth?
A crucial question. That's the real differentiator, something to definitely think about.